Guys, welcome to the Eli Liviz Entertainment Channel. This is going to be my first reaction to a trailer or a scene that's posted here. It is called Battle of Austerlitz scene from the Napoleon, a 2023 movie with an Academy Award winner, Joaquin Phoenix. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a good size clip, and here's my reaction to it. I've never seen Napoleon and I've never seen the scene, but I'll tell you, I'm curious to see what it looks like. Initially, the cinematography looks excellent. So I'm really excited to see it, and let's get to it.
My good wife, Josephine. My God, it's cold here. I miss your warmth. On this day, we celebrate the first anniversary of our coronation. My previous ally has now joined with my enemy. The Russian Tsar Alexander joined forces with the Prince of Austria. I have heard that he's been studying the art of war and trying to emulate my battle tactics.
More fires.
He tries to copy me. But he is a little boy who will make a terrible mistake. I am certain I will bring the laurels of another glorious victory to my army today. Yours, Napoleon.
Вон французский лагерь. Попались идиоты. Надо сообщить царю. Пошла.
Your Majesty, we are discovered.
Good. Tell the men to rest.
INFS. Infantry sighted. IMT. Imminent! Stand to! Stand to! Wait, stand to! Get ready! Private position! Come on! Get up!
Ready?
Ready!
Wait! Let them think they have the higher ground. Send in the infantry! Take their position on the higher ground! Have the double! Cavalry from the west! Pierce their flanks!
Victory! Withdraw!
All right. I just saw this movie. Obviously, it was very impressive in terms of cinematography and visuals. Let me just click this real quick. Okay. Bang. Well, there's a couple things that I want to say. Well, obviously, there's a big budget film, a lot of good costumes, good effects, incredible stuff. But if I really look at it, I start to overanalyze things. First and foremost, in the beginning of the movie, you had Napoleon ride on his horse. Obviously, that's a classical move to inspire your troops, to rile them up, increase morale, camaraderie, and show the leadership, that's behind them. But I'd rather think of a gladiator where he actually walked alongside with his man. Both have similar function with similar goal. However, I think the latter is more advantageous. While the first one obviously will create more of like an ideology type of situation where people are seeing that like, oh, it's the Napoleon, and they're going in battle thinking that their leader is this icon type of individual, versus gladiator where you have somebody that actually walks in there and has a personal relationship. And I think that people are less likely to retreat when you have such personal relation, because you actually form bond with the soldiers individually, and more so you can actually determine what is really going on in the field, really determine what could be provided and what their needs are, as opposed to just having a messenger relay it to you. You can actually look in their eyes, talk to them, and be more engaged and have much better interpretation, understanding as to what's going on with your soldiers in the field, because that can obviously have a big effect on who wins in battle. Moving forward, in terms of this, obviously these are all very barbaric type situations, where they were basically created and led by few people in power that are basically moving pieces around. And obviously warfare has changed tremendously since then. This type of big group versus another big group is more and more becoming more and more obsolete. Obviously, the easiest way to dwindle the numbers is just to cut off supplies. And so, for example, when the guy says, "We've been discovered," bro, that was done for effect, to give you a sense of effect, like, oh my God, they've been discovered. How's he going to act? And of course, nonchalant, he said, "Good," to relay that level of confidence. That was dramatized. Obviously, there was no big deal of them being discovered, because if you're moving that many men with horses and ammunition, you first of all you will hear the sound from far away, including the rumbling, and very easily discovered. It would be more dramatized if you have moving supplies, ammunition, food, water, things like that, and those are being discovered while they're being delivered. So there was a little bit level of drama that's really unrealistic. The other thing that I want to say is that a lot of times when you move armies like that, you would know the land. And for the fact that the opposing army in the scenes was moving over a lake, why? Or was it a difficult thing where you couldn't move the ammunitions through the forest? And even then, why would you engage in battle while you're facing the lake with your back on it? So even if you were to make a decision that we can move all the forces and supplies, the ammunition, over a lake that's frozen, that's been tested, and is thick enough to hold everybody, you still have to know the position of the opposing army. Why would you then engage into actual battle when you're actually still on it? So that to me is already questionable. Obviously, it's a scene that we've seen before, where you've seen with the knights fall through and are carried to the bottom of the ocean because of the weight. And I think it clearly states that it does. In that case, if it was a boy that was appointed to that and making those quick decisions, then Napoleon was right in saying that he's just a boy, because only a boy would actually make that kind of decisions, where they were basically letting their ego maybe get in the way and pursue the desire to fight when clearly they don't have the proper conditions. Which also brings up the quote that King Saladin said in the movie Jerusalem, where, you know, absence of disease, availability of water, when he was determining not to engage in battle, and you had a younger kid saying, but you promised. And I remember how powerful that was, because you see you have this young individual that wanted to focus on the war and failing to appreciate that all of the parts that take place into actually completing the task and doing it so effectively and efficiently. So all in all, you know, for me, as someone who breaks down the videos, you know, and actually sees the details, it's dramatized, and I think for a general audience it would be exciting and entertaining. But someone who actually is going to break it down to scientifically into small little parts, it becomes a little bit more artistic and less realistic, or realistic in that there was people that were controlling mass amount of people that didn't give any thought or cared less about the soldiers and individuals, which in this case there was some speaking about a Russian, and they said the word Tsar means king. So when he said I was going to report it to the king, so clearly you have just an individual controlling this, and they could point whoever they want to run the armies, and, you know, basically you can have abuse of power that leads to such situations like that, where you have mass loss of life, and there's nothing much you can do about it. So in summary, there was, you know, it was beautifully presented. There was a couple of scenes where you had soldiers in white and soldiers in other colors. So later on, it was like, did they have soldiers with multiple uniforms, or was this just a scene where they looked like they were running, trying to flank them, and they were basically, you know, action, and they all ran into the scene, and you can't really tell that one is pursuing the other. They're just kind of running in the same direction. So there was a bunch of things that I saw that were kind of like, huh? But all in all, use of animals, you know, the horse, the scene where the guy was actually slipping on the piece of ice that was tilted, that was a brilliant scene. That gave you really a sense of like that urgency that he was trying to get out of the water and sliding to his doom. Brilliant stuff, amazing stuff. I'm sure that this looks absolutely fabulous on the big screen. Looks very entertaining, and looks strong. I think you know, I'm watching it on my laptop. Having it to watch it on a big screen probably this is the type of movie that you would want to watch on the big screen. Thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these you know, scene reviews. And you know, I don't know what's the best content to put out there. I'm having fun putting up different things. Your comments would help me. You know, if you liked something, comment about it. If you think I could do something else, comment about that. Let me know. I'm having fun trying to post some videos, trying to see if there's any other people out there also into entertainment, movies. It's a really cool stuff. And now with the special effects, good time to be alive. To everybody out there, thank you.